Hello, I'm Randy here, and welcome back to Welker Farms on Farming Simulator 17. And, thinking about it here, it won't be long before we'll be saying a slightly new name for the game here. We won't be saying Farming Simulator 17 here for much longer, at least at the time I'm recording this. Not much more than a week or so. So, yes, anyway. Back on Welker Farms here, and since last episode, I kind of did what I was going to do here or what I said I was going to do here last episode, and just kind of kept the game running here a little bit, kept some harvest moving, and if I'm not mistaken, I do believe we have the 5 million liters of everything on the map, so we are finished. So as far as the challenge goes here anyway, and I'm not sure we're going to do a whole lot more on this map, I guess we'll see once here. Again, Farming Simulator 17 is like only a week out, so really not much sense in, starting a new map, I don't think. But we'll see what we're going to do here. Waiting for the grain cart here to pull up here. So what I've done off screen here, and again, did a bit of harvesting. If we check the map here, you can see it's pretty much decimated here. All the missing bits here, that's from exceptionally derpy hired workers that, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Field 15 and 14 here going pretty good. No major issues with that. Course play's running smoothly. Fields 9 through 13 here as well. Course play is harvesting. And then I've got a hired worker chopping on it. So this large section in the middle here is from the chopper. In fact, you can see him down here. Probably waiting for a truck to come back. I've got 2 trucks running this. So there's that truck here. He's slowly making his way down there. Why is an 8R series in traffic? Oh. Why? Yeah, why is there an 8? There shouldn't be an 8R over here, I don't think. The course for this is back here. Not entirely sure what he's doing over here. Basically, all I did for the chopping was I leased another chopper because I could see, again, we were about halfway on the chaff there. And only being halfway, that was definitely going to take a while to get the chaff. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and lease another chopper. So I just leased in John Deere 8000 series chopper there. Got another header for it. Set them free on this field. Also had to get another trailer here. I guess I didn't have to. I could have ran with just one. But picked up another one of these trailers here. They work pretty good with the chopper. These Dakota trailers do not. I mean, and they're belly dumps too, so you really wouldn't use them with chaff. But they do not work with a chaffer for some reason. It does not recognize this trailer. It will not dump into it. So kind of annoying. Anyway, I thought the grain cart would want to empty there. But actually, he's probably going to want to here in a moment. But, oh well. He didn't empty now, so screw him. We're going to move on. Let's go check the silo here. And yeah, I don't think I really need any of this stuff running here anymore. We should have more than enough canola. We actually, yeah, we made a really good dent in the canola here. We don't have a whole lot of canola left. We harvested the majority of it. Again, there's missing bits and pieces here that the hired worker didn't do. Hay as well. Speaking of hay, somebody was saying, you know what, you should really chop the hay to get your chaff. The only thing is, unless you're using a mod maybe, if you chop hay or grass in the game here, you get grass. You don't get chaff. So in order to get chaff, you have to use the mowing header there and do, I think they call it all crop or something like that, all crop forage, and wheat, barley, or canola. As far as I know, wheat and barley give you the highest yield when it comes to chaff, canola being the next lowest, corn, of course, being the highest. And, of course, we can't plant corn, so that rules that out. So, anyway, we got we'll just call that 5.2 million liters of wheat, almost 5.1 million liters of barley, 1.6, actually, million liters of canola. No sunflowers, again, can't plant them. Well, we can plant them, but they won't grow. Same thing for soybeans, same thing for corn, same thing for potatoes, same thing for sugar beets. Now, I did, by the way, have sugar beets, but those only were on an AI planted field that I harvested, and we only had like, was it 1.5 million liters of them or something? I ended up, I think I made fertilizer out of most of those, I think, because the silo over here, there's a truck coming in here. I better get out of the way. This truck over here takes the sugar beets, so I put most of them, I think, in there. Okay, back underneath the silo here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It probably reset on us, didn't it? Yes, it did. Where were we at? We were at sugar beets, yes. No sugarcane. This map doesn't support sugarcane. I don't think at all, I don't think. And even if it did, again, you'd have to have the right seasons mod with the geo if you're going to use seasons mod with it. We got 5 million liters of fertilizer. We got no manure. In my case, I don't have any way of producing manure or having manure on here. I got 5 million liters of seed. No mixed rations. Again, I don't have a way of making mixed rations on here. You could add a way, granted, but I don't have one. So I got 5.5 million liters of chaff. Wow, got a lot of chaff. A little excessive on the chaff there. 6.4 million liters of wood chips yet. Again, I have been working on selling that down. We had, I think it was just shy of 9 million, if I remember correctly, off of, what field was that again we did? Poplars. That was field 4? I think that was field 4 we did the poplars on. Oh, and it reset again. Right, okay. So chaff, wood chips. We got 5.1 million liters of silage, 5.2 million liters of straw. Right on the number, too, yet. I don't know how we got that so perfect. I'm not sure how that happened. No pig food. We got just over 5 million liters of grass. Oh, and I lost my mouse. Come on, seriously? We're going to have to go back through this again. Okay. There's just over 5 million liters of hay. No straw pellets, no hay pellets. No, oh yeah, these are just listed again. So I forget what mod is causing this error here, but it's kind of annoying. So, but yeah, some of the forage, grass, hay, straw, they're listed in the Silo King twice. Very annoying because if you go to the second one, even though it says there's 5 million in there, it won't let you take that number out. You got to be on the right one to let it take it out. So yeah, anyway, like I said, folks, we have completed the challenge here. So the challenge is complete. I can probably just stop these workers here. Don't really need them going. And I forget what episode this is again here, but we finally made it. The plan here, by the way, is hopefully I'll see if Thomas McConsole is available here one of these nights, and we'll kind of live stream together, hopefully. And we'll see what kind of progress he's made, and we'll kind of do like a wrap-up video together if we can round him up. See what kind of fishy mischief he's up to on his map. Again, reminder, make sure you go over and check out, see how he's doing on it here. I believe he is done or almost done as well. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, I've been a bit busy here lately with tractor rebuild, so I haven't really had a chance to watch a whole lot of YouTube videos here myself lately. So yeah, we'll have to see where he is at. But yes, at least for my part, I am finished with the challenge here. Like I said, 5 million liters of everything available to us on the map here. Kind of a bit of a fun challenge, although it definitely took, I will have to say, longer than what I thought it would to get to 5 million liters. Although we're almost to farming sim 19, so, you know, it works out pretty good, I thought. Works out pretty good. At least for myself here, I've definitely enjoyed playing on the Welker farm map. Again, for those of you who follow the channel, you kind of know I kind of like the large farming type maps, you know, especially American style farming maps. So this map isn't really big enough to like run lots of equipment on. You can definitely run some, you know, some of these fields we've ran 2 to 4 combines on, but the rest of them, they're just not really big enough. I mean, even, you know, like these fields here, especially with a 60-foot header here, we can harvest these very quickly. I mean, this S790 made very short work of these fields here with a 60-foot header. You just got to watch, you know, course play and make sure you unloads properly. That's really the only major issue, but other than that, it went pretty good. And yeah, if you noticed here, again, kind of off to a little bit of a slow start there. But, you know, once we kind of got the fields going, got some money coming in, we definitely added up the crops very, very quickly. It didn't take us long, really. I'm going to sneak in here and unload this guy. I'm a little too far away. There we go. The truck that's sitting back there, he is waiting. And he's not running here? What's his issue? He might not be running. Yeah, he's running. We got issues down here. Oh, I guess we do. Yeah, whatever. To be honest, folks, I'm just going to let that sit. Doesn't really matter here at this point because, like I said, we got more than enough of everything. And the reason for the stripes on the field here, I'm only running one combine. The field course I have set up here is for 2 combines, so that's the reason we got striping on the field here. I'm not running a second combine on the field. I just didn't need that much barley, so I didn't feel like bringing the other combine over. Plus, if I brought the other case, you know what? We'll have to bring the other case combines over here just to see once how much it's going to cost us to repair those bloody things. All I know is there must be something wrong with that mod when it comes to repair prices. They're just astronomically high. Somebody said it was the way custom modding does their mods. The only thing with that is the rest of the John Deeres I have are all custom modding here as well, as far as I know. So if it's custom modding's fault, the John Deeres are the same mod author, or mod group anyway, or something. Oh yes, we got one case sitting over here. Yeah, we'll just have to run it up to the repair point here, or one of our little tool boxes there, and see how much it costs to repair it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I better stop this and fill it up and go sell it here so we actually have money to repair it. Oh, how much is it? Yeah, barley's probably not worth a whole lot this time of year, but we'll sell it anyway. Yeah, we should get a little bit of money for it. Just a reminder here, by the way, if you are using the Seasons mod, make sure you really watch your prices. That makes a big difference when you go to sell. You don't want to sell when the price is low. And again, like I said, you really got to watch it with the seasons, because the seasons and days make a difference when the price, it varies quite dramatically based on the season. So yeah, 16,000 definitely wasn't that much for that load. That should have been more than that. Okay, let's grab a combine here. We'll maybe tab through the equipment. I know a lot of people keep asking, hey, why don't you sell your equipment when you're done? To be honest, I don't understand what that gets or proves. You sell equipment, one, that's going to take a long time to sell it. I mean, what are we going to do? Just sit in this menu and hit sell, 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 sell? I mean, let's be honest. Are you folks really going to want to watch a video like that? That, to me, doesn't sound very exciting. So, usually when I wrap up my videos, I never sell my equipment because, I mean, who cares? We'll just tab through it, show what we have. And this combine has 102.8 hours on it. Is this the 8240 yet? Which I always said I was going to upgrade to a 9240. I just never have. Again, when it comes to the game, it don't matter. So, you know, real life, yeah, probably going to matter a little more. Game, not so much. Okay, then. Repair for, oh, 12, that's not that bad, actually. 12,000? I mean, I'm okay with that. Just out of curiosity, how much does it cost to upgrade this to the customize? Let's bump this up to the 9240. Another 75? Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Because now I finally have a 90. I got two 9240s. I know somebody was asking, will there be a 92, or actually a 250, so a 9250, 8250 series available for Farming Simulator. You never know. There probably will be at some point. Although, to my knowledge, I don't think that combine has officially been released yet. As far as I know, they're kind of still testing that combine case, that is. Okay, where's the other case combine at? Way on the other side of the map. He's got 60 hours on him, almost. Let's just, we'll drive him across the map here. Good chance to look at the map here while we're wrapping it up, so to speak. The 8240 there, of course, was the first combine we purchased. That was our starter combine. As you may recall, we kind of wiped out the starter equipment and started with our own equipment. Started out, you know, somewhat, I don't want to say small, but smaller compared to what we have now. We have quite a few tractors now, to be honest. I'm not even sure how many tractors we got. We pretty much got a full fleet of Big Buds. At least all of the good Big Bud mods that I know about anyway. We start with, what, a 320. We got, of course, the in-game, well, actually DLC Big Bud 450. We have a 740, a 950, and, of course, the DLC 747. So we got a total of 5 different Big Buds on the map here. And not to mention, a couple John Deere 8Rs. We got a John Deere 9RX. We got a Case Magnum. We got a smaller Magnum and a smaller John Deere 4960, I believe is the number on that one. Let's see, am I missing anything? I think that's actually, I might have just listed all the tractors we got, I think. Seed silo there, that's been empty for a bit. Actually, I have not really used that recently, ever since I put the silos down by our storage area over here. I have not used that silo, and not to mention it was a real pain in the you-know-where because of the seeders that fill from it are just annoying to fill anyway, so I sure hope they fix that for Farming Simulator 19. Some of the being able to properly and easily fill seeders. Yeah, just a real pain in the you-know-where here in this game at times. And I don't know if that's necessarily mod author's fault, just because of where they put the triggers, or just overall game mechanics. I'm not sure on that. In some ways, I kind of blame the game here, because it just seems like almost all seeders have problems with that. So, I mean, if it was just the modder's fault, you think some modders would be able to produce some pretty good ones, but it doesn't seem like that's really the case for most of these seeders. Most of them are really derpy when it comes to filling them up. Oh, and I forgot one tractor. Yes, the Challenger MT, what size was it? Yeah, whatever size that one was there. An MT 800 something. Yes, I forgot we had gotten that tractor. Yeah, Jeffrey's not going to forgive me for getting that one. Oops. Oh, yes, and the Big Bud. We got to see how many hours that, or not Big Bud, Big Brute. Got to figure out how many hours the Big Brute has on it. That's got to be a lot of hours on that sprayer. We did a lot of spraying on this map. Okay, repair. Well, that's really cheap. Wow. Why was I paying like hundreds of thousands? Well, I guess it wasn't quite hundreds of thousands last time, but what was it, 40 and, or was it 50? Whatever. It was less than 100,000 between both combines, but it was still a sizable chunk of money. Or was it over 100,000? Maybe it was over 100,000 between both these combines last time. It was ridiculous. And it's not the first time that's happened either. It's happened a couple of times now where I've had ridiculously high bills for these combines. Just utterly crazy. Okay, so yeah, let's just tab through the equipment here, and we'll probably wrap it up for the episode here. Oh, there's only 44 hours on this this sprayer. Wow, that is actually not as many as I thought it would be. I have, of course, modded this sprayer, by the way, to go faster than the original sprayer. I think, what's it go, 16 or 18? I forget what I have it set to again. It goes either 16 or 18. It goes the same speed as the John Deere sprayer, by the way, so. Okay, our Big Bud 320, 44 hours on this tractor yet. And that's mostly just been plowing, I think. Oh, our first truck. Big Bud 450, again, in-game DLC, 4960. 34 hours on it. Wow. Oh, the Kilbro's grain cart here, by the way. Bright orange. Massey Ferguson mower, 12 hours. Yes, our case. Oh, why is the tab order on this one first? Oh, well. Almost 60 hours. 25.6 hours here on the 740. Case Magnum here is 41 hours on this one. Yeah, he's done a lot of grain cart in this particular tractor. Another truck. Our Ford pickup here works pretty good. John Deere sprayer, the R4045, 18 hours. Another truck. Or was that the truck? Yeah, that was the truck, yep. John Deere 9620 RX. Wow, 51 hours on this guy. Wow, I didn't realize I'd put that many hours on this tractor. Okay, then. Our John Deere S680. Again, we got a pair of these. Another Massey Ferguson mower. John Deere 8400R. Duals all the way around. Brent Avalanche grain cart. Again, I've been asked several times now by various people where you can get this particular grain cart. This is the Big Bud DLC grain cart. Comes with a Big Bud DLC. It's not a mod. It comes with a DLC, so you have to pay for the DLC to get it. Another S680. These are 645 flexible draper heads on these combines, by the way. Another John Deere 8400. 24 hours on this one. I forgot to check. How many hours were on the other, on this? 41 hours on this 8400. Wow. 54 hours on this truck. My goodness. Why has he got so many hours compared to the rest? 15 hours on the 950. 26 hours. 43 hours on this tractor. Wow. Only 4.5 on the Big M. Yeah, really haven't used them a whole lot. We used them last season there. That was the first time we used them. Did a lot of mowing here. We mowed, what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 24, and 23, I think it was. And then we started mowing field 5 here this time. I didn't let him continue because it's like I only literally needed one load of hay to finish it. Literally one load. S790. Actually, I think I did put 2 loads in there just to make sure I was well topped off, but I really only needed one. Our John Deere S790, of course, has the little logo on it there for me, so thanks to the individual that made that option possible. It has a couple other logo options as well, but again, the logo version of this tractor is not publicly available. The S790, though, is, so yes, definitely a nice-looking combine. To be honest, can't really tell that much difference between this one and the 600 series. They look almost identical, I would say. But got the 60-foot Midwest Durus header on here. The only issue with this header is the pipe on this particular combine barely long enough for it. Probably better off going with a 55-foot header on this combine. Yes, our Challenger MT845E in the, I forget what skin this is here again, but all skinned out. We got, what is this? This is another truck here. 5.8 hours on him. Big Bud 747. Only 3.3 hours. Yeah, I really haven't used this tractor that much. I think we'll do some plowing. And I think we maybe did some planting with him as well, as far as I know. Our John Deere chopper. This chopper's actually done a bit of work. And I know some people were saying that I should have sold the chopper when we were done with the poplars. And kind of the only reason I kept it was because of this right here, because to get the chaff we needed. So again, as far as I know, this is really the only way to get chaff on here. Unless you got some mod that would, again, give it to you from hay or grass. Because again, if you do hay or grass, you'll just get grass. Which grass, of course, goes into any fermenting silo or bunker, so works for silage. But when you actually want chaff, not so much. So the only way to my knowledge to get chaff is to actually chop it using a header like this. Or unless, of course, you get corn on the map. But good luck with that if you're using Seasons mod with a Montana Geo. The New Holland Sprayer. I think I'm leasing this. I should probably return it. It's probably costing me a lot of money. And it's painstakingly slow. Oh, yes, and another Big Brute. I forgot. I had another Big Brute here leasing that one as well. I should definitely return those because, again, they're costing me a fortune here probably. Let me switch to, yeah, lease. We're just going to return you. And return you. I might as well, you know what? Oh, I actually got 2 of these. I'm actually leasing both of these. I thought I owned one of these. Maybe I don't own one of these. Might have been, I was going to lease it just to see once if it would work or not. And it's like, well, if it works, I'll buy it. And then I never did actually buy it, I'm guessing. Now we'll just return them too. Why not? Not like I need them anymore. Okay. Oops. Did I sell a piece of equipment out from me and I did not like that? Okay, so apparently I sold the piece of equipment. Oh, returned the lease on the piece of equipment I was in, and the game did not like that. Let's see. That unfroze me. Okay, we're good. So yeah, did we go through all the equipment? I think we did. Yes, back to the combine there. So I do believe that is all the equipment. Of which I would say we had a pretty good selection of equipment on here. Again, we've done pretty much everything that is available to us on the map, to my knowledge. Again, we can't, because we are using the Seasons mod with a Montana Geo, we can't do corn, soybeans, sunflowers, sugar beets, or potatoes. So that kind of rules out those 4 crops, which, to be honest, is probably kind of a good thing anyway, because it would have taken us a bit longer to get those crops. Although, again, at this point, with us owning all the fields, it was surprising. I think, you know, basically the last 3 harvests, which went very quickly, by the way, the last 3 harvests is when we got most of our crops. So we worked on, you know, a couple things early on, like the wood chips. We got those fairly on. Straw, we kind of got like midway. I think we kind of worked on that a little bit. Again, most of the straw we baled and sold. That's where a lot of our money was coming from. Maybe I shouldn't say a lot, but some money was coming from. Bit of work to do it that way, but that was definitely yanking us some money. What else do we get? What else? I think that was about it, wasn't it? I mean, silage, yeah, we did some work on that. Got that somewhat early on as well. The seed and fertilizer, that probably took that. Actually, yeah, thinking about it, that took a lot of work to get the seed and fertilizer. Well, really shouldn't say a lot of work, but took us a while to get it. And most of it didn't actually come, for those who wonder, by the way, they didn't come from these silos here. I've actually got courseplay courses that run down to the silos that are down by the grain elevator area here, the sell points. Nope. So yeah, most of it came from these right here. Which there's 377,000 in there. Got a liquid one down here as well. I don't know if there's a whole lot of liquid in this one, is there? 66,000. I guess I didn't never put a liquid one up there, did I? That's right. And actually, the only reason we needed a liquid one is because we leased that DB120 that one time, I think. Or no, not. I'm sorry, that's not a liquid one. That's a dry one yet, isn't it? Right. I was thinking that was a liquid one. No, that is actually a dry one. This is also a dry one as well. 217,000 in that one. So we got a bit left over here yet. Forget why we got this one here then again. I don't remember. Well, anyway, on that note, folks, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Like I said, we're going to try to do a live stream here at some point. We'll go through some of this information here again. Before we wrap it up, we'll go through these statistics as well. What are we at here? Where's my time? Just shy of 300 hours on here. Wow. So it took us almost 300 hours to finish the challenge here. I know some of the things that took us a while was doing the wheat the way we did it, and actually some of the other crops the way we did it by swathing them. That took some time, especially the first time we did it, because we kind of had to figure it out. Once we got it figured out, it went fairly quick, but the first time we did it, probably wasted an easy 10 hours on that project. What else? I know there was something else that took a really long time that caused a significant delay as well. So we probably could have chopped, you know, a good, I don't know, quite a few good hours off that if we kind of learned what we know now, so to speak. So anyway, yeah, like I said, folks, we're going to wrap it up here. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, stay tuned for the live stream. That'll be over on Twitch, by the way. So make sure you're following and/or subscribing over on Twitch. And yeah, we'll do some wrap up here as soon as we can get a hold of a console. Hopefully yet in the next day or two here. And see how he's doing on his map. Kind of wrap it up, see what he has, where he's been, what he's got, what his thoughts are. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to throw them below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. And until next time.